We're pretty close. Yeah. What is that? You know, there's so many of these tunes. That's
Devil's Dream.
Devil's Dream. Yeah, that's right. Shoot.
Yeah, but shoot. Some of these fancy fiddlers can just.
Oh well, I'd
well,
rather
they just play it all over the fire and everywhere else.
That's what these contests have started getting to be too. Is the thing.
Yeah.
They're. Well, you know, last year, boy, down at Mountain View, things really got hot down there when they.
Soppin the Gravy.
First time I heard that's Herman Johnson's. First one I ever heard play it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let me see. I guess I heard it first, but I didn't hear it like that. I had to learn it over because I got this from Johnson.
Yeah, that sounded
I kind of copied it, but I can't, you know,
oh well,
I can't use my fingers like he does because he puts And
Oh, well, he adds,
that
he
double-
changes. There's a lot of things he does different, you know.
Where he puts
Yeah.
one note there, he can get a double note.
Are you from down here? Did you retire down here? Or
I'm from Stone County.
Arkansas or Missouri?
Yeah, Stone County, Arkansas.
Yeah.
But I worked at steel mill 25 years.
Well, I know say Kansas City works there. Armco.
Yeah, Armco. Yeah. That's what I did. I made spikes, and that's some I made
Yeah.
there. Those two bright ones, I didn't make them. I picked them up and had them chromed. Give them.
Yeah. Well, that's nice.
Those others, I made them. The company, they took a sack full and galvanized for me. And
Yeah.
they retired, they give them to me.
You sure have a nice home here. That's really a nice place.
Yeah, it's
Nice place. Real comfortable.
Now we'll go back to A, Swedish Waltz.
Okay. Just a little flat there.
Most everybody's plays turkey and straw and G. I can play it in G, but I like it better than A.
Okay, fine. sure easy to play with. Your time's just right, even, you know.
Thank you.
What kind of fiddle is that?
Nurse?
Nurse.
Copy.
Yeah.
Copy.
Mhm.
Copy.
Good sound to it. There's good volume to it.
I don't know, the weather has something to do with it.
Oh, well, yeah, temperature.
I can't keep roding on the bow, and then when I do rod it comes off fast. Tries a Goodnight Waltz. See?
Okay. that too often.
No, I don't hear it much.
Set this up a little higher here so I'll be sure I'm getting
Ragtime Annie.
move right out on that one. Undoubtedly, you've been playing the fiddle all your life.
Yeah, just practice.
Would your dad play, or
Trying to.
your dad play, or uncles, or
No.
usually it's
Yes, I have several uncles played. Had a brother that couldn't play.
yeah.
There was 9 of us.
Oh gosh.
I've got a part of the cotton patch rag. I don't know which one of these bowls.
You have that A
is best.
part in it, or do you play straight through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some don't. You know, Herman Johnson leaves that out, which surprised me. That's funny. Some of I thought all of them when I first learned it, everybody had it. A lot of them leave it out.
Hey, it goes. No, he puts that the part I put in there. He puts it in there.
Maybe I'm thinking
A and D.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. I'll see.
I believe it goes to D and goes to A there, don't it?
Let's switch them up.
Goes to A, I guess.
Oh, there's that one part, you know, they go da 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 da. They go to an A. That's F and D, I think.
D, I guess.
And then back through
And
again.
A. Yeah. Yeah, D and A. Here's one they don't not play much. It's an old country. What you call it? Blue Ridge Mountain Home. G.
You have anybody to play with around here? I'm sure you do, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've always had the same man that seconded you down.
Community
at,
center every Saturday night, and I go up there and play a few tunes. And that's the reason I was waiting to clean up. I want to.
Well, this is Saturday. That's right.
About 6 o'clock. Why then I go in and clean up and shave, and we go to music.
Who are some other fiddlers around here? I really don't. Just the only ones of the two of you have been down there at the contest. Is the only ones I know.
Yeah.
Well, there's some other fiddlers, old time fiddlers, not the Timmy Crouch kind. I wouldn't know how to even play with them.
I hear so much on this 50-year-ago waltz.
Oh yeah.
And I learned it before I ever heard any of the good fiddlers play. And I ain't.
Well, just play it the way you.
Nowhere near as hard.
Just play the way you play. That's what I want to hear. It's a D, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not quite as round all over the place like some of them do now. You know, we went, let's see, in March, we went up to Lake of the Ozarks where they had that spigma, that's that bluegrass thing. And they have a big fiddle contest up there. Dick Barrett was there and J.T.
Really?
Perkins and all that.
Oh,
they had,
my goodness.
well, they're going to be down here in November.
They will.
Yeah,
Well,
this year.
I'll be there.
Well, yeah, and there's fiddlers. Now, I don't know how their response will be down here. Gets wild on it, you know. But they had some young fiddlers. Oh my! Well, Timmy Crouch won it up there.
Oh, well, good. I think he's a great fiddler.
But you know, they need to separate Timmy's type of fiddling. And there was
Yeah,
a boy
they
from
do.
Georgia that, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
was just tremendous. But they're not old-time fiddlers. This is that new type of fiddling. If they're going to, you know, it's
How do they play the Missouri Waltz up there?
well, now I play it. Most of them will skip that second part, but we play the second part a lot. We learned it from
I
a
don't
guy.
know what the second part is.
It's a minor.
Getting
Goes in
E.
In what?
E.
This is what it is. Never played it in E. I don't know my changes in E, or I'd have gone that round with you. But that's, yeah, I've never played it in E. It's the first time I've ever heard anybody play it in E. They always play it in G or F.
F.
Mhm.
Yeah. Pete McCann had that.
Yeah. The two I play with both play a different version from each other.
Here's a good one. Blackberry Blossom. G.
Okay, yeah. What's a good version of that? You move out real good on that. I can play that with you.
A woman and her little boy come up here visiting around Mount Home. They come out to the jamboree Saturday night. He played with me on his banjo. He's taking banjo lessons. I think he's 11, 12, maybe 13 years old, somewhere around there. Pretty small, I guess, for his age too, I don't know. Anyway, he's taking lessons, and he could really play that on that banjo.
I tell you, some of these young kids, I can't believe how good they are on these instruments. Of course, that's all they've had to do. They've
We
really
played
been
that
able
together, I bet a
And he
dozen
just
times.
picked it note to note, didn't he?
Yeah. We played that over and over. That was our favorite together.
Well, there are really some musicians, I'll tell you that. Some of these flat top pickers are what get me too. Kids 12, 13 years old.
I don't know, I may have this one wrong. I know this, Stone King.
Lee Stone King.
Yeah. That old guy can't whisper, you know, or at least had an operation.
Yeah, he's pretty sick right now, last I heard.
He don't play this Bill Cheatum
It's in A or
fine part like I do. I can play the chorus like he does. I'll leave out part he puts in there.
in A.
I've played Whiskers around here for 9 years since I retired.
In C.
Yeah, it's in C. And I haven't heard nobody else try to pick it up. I don't know why they like it or.
I played one fiddler that played Whiskers up in Springfield. I can remember it too.
Where was
a
that?
long time in Springfield. He was from Ozarks, Missouri, south of Springfield. I've played that in 3 years now. That's a good old tune. He passed away 3 years ago. He played a bunch of tunes like Whiskers and well, Cotton Patch, and a lot of that old, I call them ragtime type. That isn't the real name for it. I don't know what you'd call it.
Born and raised Ozarks?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, his whole family. His sister, she still lives in Springfield. One of the best ragtime. Raymond Campbell. There's a whole clan that live up there, all around Ozark, and his particular family. They all were musicians, and the only one that were left when he was a real good friend of mine, was he and his sister.
Well,
she played ragtime piano, and I mean the two of them together. She just, and she kept a note. She knew all the tunes, and you could remind him, But they played, a bunch from around the turn of the century. I can't even think of a lot of them there. Well, they get off on ones like Robert E. Lee, and
that's a good one.
Get Out and Get Under Your Automobile, and I don't know, a whole bunch of those old. Ragtime isn't the right term to use. I don't know what you call it.
Black and white rag.
That type, yeah. I've got an old fiddle up there that calls it the integrated rag.
What kind of rag?
The integrated rag.
Oh.
Black and white rag.
Yeah.
What's some of the old ones you learned down in Stone County years ago? What were some of the? I'm always interested in some of the early ones too.
All right. I'll play one, see if you can recognize.
Okay. And what is it?
Do something with this fiddle or bowl one of that. I don't know what to do.
Hello.
That's the missus.
I'm Gordon McCann. Springfield, one of these kind that just barge in, Nice, nice. You're like your house here. It's an awful nice home.
We don't keep it, it keeps us.
know that just as sure as the dickens. The first part especially.
Possum Up, Gum Stump?
Yeah, yeah.
Rocky Pallet?
Rocky Pallet.
Yeah.
I've heard Possum Up a Gum Stump. I'll tell you where I've heard
Rocky
that.
Pallet, there's
I've got an old one of these redone things of Uncle Dave Macon.
Yeah.
And that's on a record. One of these what they call these that series that came out. Some company has redone a lot of those old records, you know.
Yeah.
But no, it's a Rabbit Up a Gum Stump. That's a different one, I guess.
Is it?
Yeah, this is Possum.
Well, what about the Fort Smith? Well,
Yeah,
I
that's-
learned from a guy at Harrison, Arkansas. Gee.
Play that where you can keep up with. Some of those guys move out so fast you can hardly keep up
Too
on
fast.
them. They go too fast with them. Yeah, that's a good speed on that one.
Casey Jones.
Okay.
They playing that very much now? I messed up. I thought I'd do that.
When's the last time I heard him play that? Been quite a while.
I
never played much up there.
My bowls.
Who hairs your bows down here? Do you rehair your own or?
Martin McCann put hair in both of these, but he put hair in this one about 25 years ago. Yes. That one. And this one here, he put this in here about 5 years ago. Yes.
Who's this? Art who? McGowan?
Yeah. He lived down here in Glacier, the other side of Norfolk. Old Joe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Plays guitar.
no.
He
The
just
only
moved down here,
Baller.
Missouri,
oh, from up Baller.
last year.
He what was he the one second you say?
Huh?
What'd you say? He was the one that. Who was the fellow that seconded you last year? Came down there with you, I guess.
Old Spawn, I guess. I don't know.
Last couple of years, he's been.
Hey, 2 years ago,
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Big guy.
Abe Hammond from Salem, I believe. He just beat.
Yeah.
Just gives a beat, that's
Yeah.
all. Yeah. I don't like it. You know, it's all right. You got
Yeah.
another guitar.
Well,
Yeah.
did Dale Lockhart play with you last year then?
2 years ago.
No, not 2 years ago. He hasn't been here 2 years. Dale Lockhart.
I didn't play down there last year, I don't believe. Maybe I did. I don't know.
Were you down there for that Fiddler's Jamboree? I saw
No,
you somewhere
I
last
wasn't,
year.
I wasn't the Fiddler's Jamboree.
Well, you were at the contest.
Year
there,
before
weren't you?
last it was.
Well,
Fiddler's
maybe that's.
Jamboree.
I've seen you down there twice. Maybe that's the 2 times, but they were 2
Well,
years
I
ago.
guess
That
I
must be
played
it.
2 years ago.
That's what it was.
Sure I
Yeah, I knew you were in there. Yeah, I knew.
You went last year.
Yeah, you were there last year. weren't
Yeah.
you?
The guy
Yeah.
Randall went with you.
Who?
Randall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
stayed
Yeah, I was there
there.
last year. But who was my second? Besides Abe Hammond.
Well, they had a couple of guys down there that were playing, you know, seconding people. Just
Yeah.
if they didn't have one. When was it? 2 years ago that Johnny Mitchum, isn't that his name?
What?
Johnny Mitchum, isn't that guy's name down here?
Yeah.
Was that 2 years
They-
ago? Did you happen to see him? You probably didn't.
Oh yeah, I've seen him lots of
Well, I
times.
mean, on when he was in the contest though 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you got in front and saw the show he put on?
Yeah.
Gosh. What got me is when he raised his arms at the last, both his shirts are ripped out underneath, you know.
Yeah.
He's always selling those records. That's
Yeah.
all he does.
Yeah,
And you
he's-
know, for all that crazy stuff he does, he's not a bad fiddler. If he wants to
Oh,
settle
he's good.
down, he's a
He's
good
a good
fiddler, but he
fiddler,
gets
yeah.
carried away with all that silly stuff he does.
He's not going to win any contest. He's going to sell records.
Yeah, that's it.
Let us see now. Push before breakfast.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good too. That's a good tune. I always like that. And that's another one. Some of them tend to try and go so fast on you can't keep up with it.
Yeah. Kingdom Coming, or yeah, I guess.
What's that in then?
Now, I learned Patty on the Turnpike in 1934 from Frank Watkins, Harrison, Arkansas. You ever heard of Frank Watkins?
I think I'm confusing it with the Watkins that live in Springfield. No, I probably haven't. Probably. You play it in A?
No, I'm playing G.
G. That was it. I knew it's something up there. I haven't put it at G.
All right, we'll go again. the Red Fox Waltz from a guy in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And I play it like he does.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Say in a minute, play that clarinet polka over again. I ran out of tape.
Right.
That's a good. You played a good version of that. One of the few I could keep up with, kind of.
Yeah, ought to do better than that.
You sound fine to me.
There's a part of I don't love nobody I never did get, but I play it like the guy I learned it from.
Who'd you learn that other one, Red Fox from in Tahlequah? Do you remember who it was? We can go over there.
Ed Hill?
Ed Hill. I wonder if he's still. Do you ever go over there to their fiddler's
No, I met him at Conway, Arkansas.
Now, sometime in. Oh. Now, the one I know, of course, is over at Springdale. There's this girl that was dressed. Yeah, they were. In fact, I thought last year they still put on the Fiddlers Contest.
I guess they do.
Yeah, and they meet. The only thing I hear about is I make a lot of calls and know a lot of people down at Springdale and Fayetteville and Rogers, you know, in that area, and they still have their meetings in Springdale. The Washington County group does. No, I think they're still, as far as that chapter goes. Now, I don't know about the whole state, see.
Is that the Arkansas Fiddlers Association?
Well, now, I thought it was because they were the ones that were sponsoring the, was it the state? No, it wasn't the state contest. It was that Jamboree in October that they have down there. They sponsored that one year, didn't they? I think so, something like that. But there's a girl named, her husband died. He was a bass player. And she's been Marie something, and she was going with some fiddler from over at Tahlequah for a while. Plays the bass. Well, anyway, she was the president of that chapter. Now, I don't know about the state group, you know.
Yeah, what is
But I see the stickers on their
Yeah.
fiddle cases, you know, and everything. Oh, I
I've
can't
got
remember her
that.
last name.
I've got
Wade.
that.
Wade. W-A-D-E.
Yeah.
Something Wade. Maybe
Yeah.
not Marie, but it's...
Wade was the chairman, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was president of it. Yeah.
He was.
And he died.
President.
About
He
3
passed away?
About 3 years ago. About 4 years ago.
Oh, and there was a fine fellow in the
Yeah,
world in Wade.
yeah, he's the one that really kind of organized it, from what I understand. I
Mhm.
never did know him. He
I
had,
didn't.
he had died the first year before I started going to Tahlequah,
Mhm.
and that we've been going for I guess we've gone 3 or 4 years. So he had died the year before that.
Well, it's Ed Hill. I guess I spoke around. He's from Bristol. Is that what I said a while ago? Ed Hill?
Well, yeah, I think that's next.
Bristol. Well,
Well, you would really-
He's from Tahlequah.
But if in February, it's usually about the last weekend in February, and I'll mail the address of this thing to you so you can get on their mailing list. But you'd really like I say, there's absolutely no drinking or anything like that. You think maybe, you know, with that many there,
Yeah.
well, there may be after late, but let's see, 2 years ago we just about wiped ourselves out.
They
We
must
started
slip
playing
out
it.
and climb up and reach
Yeah.
up in the holler tree or something.
We started in at 10:30 in the morning, and we played until 2:30 on Sunday. We played 19 hours. I mean, I had the biggest callus here, and Art Galbraith, who, of course, he's fiddler, but he plays mandolin, he had a blood blister on his finger we had to break before he could even touch anything. But we got a lot of music in. But it's a lot of fun.
Walk along, John. How do you second that?
That's where those boys go to Marcoma Bible Academy that stay with us sometimes when they come here to sing. and
They go over there.
It's a nice school. Let's get off on my E minor there somewhere.
Yeah.
We don't play that too often.
You got the right changes on
Walk along, John, with your
it.
leather breeches on.
Yeah.
And a high collar, something about a high collar.
Yeah. We'll try that. Something on the
Listen, when you get tired, you just yell. 'Cause
Yeah, it'll be about 9 o'clock.
Oh, I see. That's like me.
Is that flat or?
I mean. That's a good tune. You had good licks on that. I don't think I've heard any tune played so many different ways as Don't Love Nobody. I don't know how many different recordings of that I have.
Yeah.
Everybody, well, of course, that's what's good.
There's a little part in there that I'd leave out.
Well, no, I mean, I like your version.
Us. Now this, I guess this blows people in the A, but I like it in G because I can get 2 octaves. We're home in West Virginia.
Okay.
Waltz. Do you ever hear that anymore? Used to be played
There's
Been a long
a
time
fellow
since
over at Granby, Missouri plays one called Pollyanna, and I bet he means the same thing. that's it. You're the second one I've heard play it, because I didn't know if he had the right name or not. That's it. He called it Pollyanna.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it'd be the same.
Yeah, it's the same thing, I guess.
But over in Newton County, Missouri, they changed the name of a lot of tunes. I think they were a little isolated more than most people were.
Let's try one in D. Soul's Joy.
That's what you played at the contest 2
Was it?
years
Did
ago,
I
I
play
think.
that?
Yeah, that's what I heard you play.
I didn't.
You ever played
I
many
won't ever
square
play it
dances?
anymore. Because
You
I
play-
don't play it too well.
You, well, I thought it sounded all right. You played for many square dances, or did? Probably did. But,
I haven't in a long time.
well, did you live in Kansas City for a long time, or?
Yeah, 20. Oh, about 30 years. I guess.
Poor old Kansas City sure had some rough goes here in the last few years.
Yeah.
They've tried to get that downtown straightened up, but they need an arch like St. Louis got to really help.
Yeah.
Need some kind of a gimmick like that, because St. Louis is really getting cleaned up downtown because of the arch and the tourists, because they've been such big money for St. Louis. And that's what Kansas City needs, is something like that to get people interested in the downtown area again. Because that was always a good city to live in. Kansas City was always a good city of the big cities.
That could be fixed.
Oh, sure it could, if they get in there and get somebody to do it right, instead of a bunch of these people that use everything's theory. They never really get practical about stuff, you know. That's what happened to Springfield's downtown.
There used to be a lot of attractions down there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Attractions.
Oh, yeah. And you could walk around without having to worry, too. That,
Yeah.
You know, that was one thing about Kansas City. You always... Okay, what is that?
Woodchopper's Reel.
Yeah, Woodchopper's Reel or Breakdown, yeah. That's a French-Canadian tune.
I don't know what you call it, listen, but I'll tell you what I call it after it gets played.
Okay. What do you call that?
Love Somebody.
I play with a guy that let's see, what's he call that? We play that all the time. Fiddle over at Crane, Missouri. I don't think that's what he calls Big Muddy. There's one he calls Big Muddy.
And the Crooked Stovepipe is what
Yeah, I know. I think that's he plays this the same way. But but it's got a different name. I'll have to get home. I'll have to see if I can figure out what he calls that. 'Cause now you're the only other one I've heard play that. Where do your children live? Are they
I've got
Son lives in Independence.
Missouri?
Warren Wallace. Lives a little bit north of East, just a little bit north of 24 Highway to Independence.
Then your
Out
grandchildren,
a little past Kentucky.
you have grandchildren here in town then, don't you?
Older daughter, she lives here in town, and she's got 3 kids,
Mhm.
2
That's
girls and a
good.
boy.
Yeah. I can't get mine married yet. Doggone. They're both they both work for me, but I can't get them married. I'm anxious to have some grandchildren.
Here's one I like to read.
My youngest daughter lives blue.
See.
2 little boys.
I know one thing, so I got a long fingernail.
14 days in Georgia.
Yeah.
Where'd you learn Tommy Jackson record or?
Yeah, Tommy Jackson.
He was quite a fiddler, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I've heard more people that have learned tunes from him that said they thought he was the easiest to learn from about any of them because he didn't change a lot. He didn't throw a lot of extra stuff
Yeah.
in. He played just pretty straight.
This may be my trouble. It lived in Arkansas.
Doctor's degrees.
Where are they?
So Southern Cemetery.
Oh, the one that's in Kentucky then. Well, that's...
Yeah, I've got a daughter in Louisville, Kentucky.
Uh-huh.
Live in this seminary village over there, going to school and instructing music and so on.
Gosh. Well, there's always a demand for people that can teach music, that's for sure.
I run into a banjo picker over there. He's teaching banjo music. And we recorded some. We couldn't record for the grandchildren. They just made so much noise. We couldn't record nothing hardly.
You should listen. There's a good market now for old time fiddle music.
That don't matter too much.
Well, I mean, other than just breaking even, you know.
I'm too particular for no better than I can play the fiddle. So many of these, I have never found the guys to play with me.
Yeah.
They're all anxious to play, but then it don't suit me.
Well, you just need somebody to work with all the time. That's what you need. That's the thing, because they have to learn how you play. You
play more other than this. Hornpipe. Let's see. I've got the name of it somewhere. You got the record here. The title slipping in mind.
What's that fellow's name that played with Slim Wilson on Frank?
Oh, there was a Buster Keaton, and then there was not Buster Keaton, I'm thinking of the old silent movie star. Fellas. Buster Fellas.
Marsh hornpipe.
Dale Lockhart said he had played with him.
I don't hear other guys playing that Marsh hornpipe.
That's the only time I ever heard it's on that record. That's also a lot like one Lonnie Robertson plays. I can't think what the name of it is. Can't think of it. But it's the first part, then it changes in the second part.
There's a little squeaky note down in there somewhere. I don't know where it hits it.
That's an old standard, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the first tune you learned? I'm always interested in
That was
that.
first.
That's what I thought. A lot of it was that.
I was a cripple boy. 16, 17.
You a teenager when you
I
started
couldn't do
learning to play?
Couldn't do nothing. So. Didn't have any crutches for a while.
Yeah.
Finally, somebody had been crippled before, had no pair of crutches, and he brought it to me. Then I could go about the house with it.
Yeah.
I read every story that, I don't know who wrote Freckles now, but the guy that wrote Freckles, I read 4 or 5 of their novels, and then I read a bunch of Zane Grey's,
Yeah.
and I watched Peckerwood's Bill Nest, all that kind of stuff.
And learned to play the fiddle too, yeah. What were some of the other old tunes down there that you used to play, that your uncles played? Or?
Let me see. I played the,
Possum Up, Gum Stump, played that.
yeah, I played that, and I played the Walk Along John.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Rocky Road, Kansas.
I don't know that one. What's that in? D?
I don't know what the key's supposed to be.
That's all right. Sounds like it.
I can't think of two now. I believe it played in G. Well, we'll skip that.
Yeah.
We'll walk down the sleeps. All right.
Good thing. Texas tune.
All right. I don't know. One of those.
If you're getting tired, just say so, because I've been here 12 hour, over an hour now.
Hey, again, a couple weeks here, I just I kind of mixed it up. It's Buffalo Girl,